Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are keeping fine at home. So, dear students, we have a new video from the new chapter of SST class 5th, that is chapter 3, and the name of the chapter is The Evolution of Transportation. Right? So, from before we have made 2-3 videos of chapter 1 and chapter 2, and I hope you all are going through it very well, right? These videos are being made for your reference, for your ideas, right? But your basic study will be done from your book. All the theoretical part will be completed from your book. These videos are for your reference, for your knowledge. Okay, so altogether we'll be starting this chapter 3, that is the evolution of transportation, and that is video number 1. Okay, so let's get started. So my dear students, in this chapter we will be discussing all these topics, right? The first one is introduction of transportation in India. Okay, the second one is different kinds of transportations. Then individually, in detail, we will discuss about various transportations like roadways, railways, waterways, and airways. So these are the few topics which we'll be discussing in this video. So please listen carefully, and I'll suggest you to use headphones whenever you open this video, so there will be more clarity while you listen to the chapter. Okay, and again I am telling you all, these videos are meant for your general knowledge, for your just for reference. Actual text, actual theory will be done from the book. Okay, so let's get started. So dear students, first we have the introduction. Before starting the chapter, we should know what we mean by transport, right? So we have already heard this word before also. You must have seen this word, you have heard this word, or you may have studied about transportation before also, right? So we usually need to travel either to fulfill our needs or to meet social obligations, right? All our traveling involves using one mode of transport or other. Okay, so when we move from one place to another, we use different conveyance, right? We use train, we use bus, we use ships, right? We use metro. So different conveyance are there for the use for the transport. Okay, and for transportation itself, we also like transport goods from one place to another. There are so many good items which are being imported, exported with the help of all this transportation. Okay, suppose one thing going from developing or constructed in one place and it has to go to different place, right? So it's been transported from one place to another with the help of transportation, right? So, but before, in ancient times, people travel on foot or on the back of animals. Invention of wheels led to the development of carts. People began using horse carts and bullock carts to go from one place to another. Okay, so before, in ancient times, people used to go by walk, or they use animals to go from one place to another. It takes a lot of time, lot of energy, and lot of days also. But in today's world, if you want to travel from one city to another city, it hardly takes 2 hours by plane. right? If you want to travel by road, it hardly takes 6 hours or 5 hours, right? So time has changed now. So people need to travel from one part of the country to the another part, and it hardly takes around 9 hours or 10 hours, correct? So goods and products are also need to be transported from one place to another all the time. For this, we need a development network of roads, railways, airways, and waterways. They connect place better so that help can reach even in times of emergencies, such as the times of floods, earthquakes, and famines. The type of transport we use depends on the distance, type, cost, and the size of the things that have to be transported. Right? So I hope you understood the introduction of the chapter. Okay, now let's go for the first topic. So dear students, the first we'll discuss about roadways. Which type of roadways we have in our India, what type of network we have in India. So you can see in the map also, we have a proper map of India road network. Okay, so I took this picture and I have placed it here so that you can see the network of roads from north to east and east to west, right? So India has the large network of roads, most the parts of our country and are connected with roads. The most important roads in India are called highways. So you have heard about different highways with different numbers. Okay, so that is all over the country. The highways are the long and broad roads, and there is one more, that is national highways. Connect state capitals, big cities and towns all over the country. So we have highways and national highways, right? So they are built and maintained by center government. Okay, so we have two type of governments. We have center government and state government. So this national highways and highways are that they come under the center government. Okay, then what about the state government? The state government built state highways. Okay, so state highways come under the state government. Okay, so the state highways connect important towns and cities within a state. National highway connects one city to different cities all over the India, right? But the state highways connects the towns and cities of the same state. That is why we say state highways. So state government built and maintain the highways. All the highways have different numbers for remembering which highway goes to which place. Okay, so they give a specific number to different highways. Okay, so one of the oldest highway is the Grand Trunk Road, which we call GT Road also. You must have heard about it, right? So that is Grand Trunk Road, built by Sher Shah Suri in 16th century. So you can imagine at that moment of time they have constructed the GT Road, that is Grand Trunk Road. Okay, so it connects Peshawar, which is right now in Pakistan, and Sonagaon, that is in Bangladesh. So these roads runs through northern, central and eastern, connecting many places like Delhi, Aurangabad and Howrah. So it connects the Delhi, Aurangabad and Howrah, this GT road, which was built by Sher Shah Suri. Okay, in roads also we have two categories of roads, that is metalled road and unmetalled road. Okay, this which we call Kacha road and Pakka road. You have before you have studied about it, about Kacha roads which we see in villages. Okay, and Pakka roads which are being properly built using different materials like dawar, like tar. So they are called Pakka roads. Okay, then we have tunnels also. In mountain areas we have proper tunnels. Okay, which are the roads are built through the tunnels in the mountains. Then we have the rivers, the road built over the river. Okay, we have different bridges. Okay, so in this different type of categories they have divided the roadways. You can see in the picture also. I was talking about the highways, national highways, state highways, Kacha road and the Pakka road. Okay, and for transportation, roadways also plays a very major role. Maximum people they travel through roadways. Why? Because it is less expensive, though it takes a lot of time sometimes, but it is less expensive. People can travel easily from city to city, village to village, town to town easily. So maximum people or commuter they prefer roadways in India, right? So that was all about your roadways. Now we'll talk about railways, right? So railways, we all know from our childhood, we play with different toys, right? And we have seen so many trains in India, different types of train. But the British introduced the railways in India. The first train ran in 1853 between Mumbai and Thane. Okay, so Mumbai and Thane, that was first train that ran in 1853. But nowadays, India's more than 64,000 kilometer long railway network is the second largest in Asia. So we stand second place in terms of railways. Okay, then and fourth largest in the world. In Asia, we stand in second position, but according to the world, we are in fourth position. Okay, so there was a time when trains ran on steam. There were steam engines, right? So we have seen in the old movies, in the TV or in the Discovery channels. Sometimes they show old engines which were used by railways. Those were just steam engines, right? So now those have been replaced by the diesel or electric engines. Okay, because those steam engines used to be very high maintenance, and lot of coal was used. Air pollution was so much with that. So now they have been replaced with diesel and electric engines. This has increased the speed of a train also. Okay, so good trains carry goods such as coal, cotton, food grain, etc. from one place to another, and passenger trains carry people from one place to another. Okay, then we have now in latest era we have metro trains also. We have it in Lucknow also. We have seen in Kolkata, Delhi, Mumbai. So these trains run in urban areas, either on elevated tracks under the ground. Okay, so they have different passes, different tracks. Okay, which is developed only for metro trains. Okay, in Mumbai also you can see it is a very dense network of suburban trains. So you can see they have introduced so many local trains, but now they use monorails also, like a metro rail. And we have heard about these trains like Shatabdi Express, Rajdhani Express. Okay, so these trains are the super fast trains of India. They can run at the speed of over 140 kilometers per hour. So you can imagine the speed of the train. And on the screen you can see the map, the network of railways in India. It is very huge from north to south and east to west. Then I was talking about railways. You can see in the picture now, on the screen you can see first is the electric engine. It was in the middle they have the steam engine, and it was the first railway which was built between Mumbai and Thane, which I was talking about. Okay, then at the last they have the metro. You can see in the picture also you must have traveled also with metro. Okay, so this is this you can see how the development took place slowly and gradually, and the technology also have changed a lot. So that was all about your rail network. Okay, I hope you understood. Now, dear students, we'll see about waterways. Transport which is being used or which is being carried out with the help of water. Okay, it can be a river, a lake, a ocean, a sea, right? So that is waterways. So water bodies over which boats or ship can travel, such as seas, river, lake, canals, and backwaters, are called waterways. Ships, ferries, boats, yacht are some of the water transport means. Okay, so water transport is one of the cheapest means of transport. It is one of the cheapest, मतलब सबसे सस्ता waterways पड़ता है. So that is the cheapest. Why cheapest? Because it take time to travel from one place to another. That's why it is one of the cheapest. Okay, so it is the most suitable transport for heavy and bulky items. So you can see, you have seen in the TV also, you have seen in the movies also. They have cargo ships, they have passenger ships also, right? So basically they use for ships or waterways, they use for heavy and bulky goods. Okay, and Mumbai is one of the oldest and the most important ports of India. That is Mumbai. Okay, so passenger ships I was talking about. Passenger ships carry people, while cargo ships transport goods from one place to another. Petroleum and oil are also carried by tanker ships. They are called tanker ships, by which they carry petroleum and oil from one place to another. Okay. Then you can see in the screen, on the screen you can see the national waterways also. That is showing total length about 4,503 kilometers. Right. Total state cover, that is 15. Then different rivers they have mentioned. Sea route they have mentioned, right? So you can see that. So you can see the flow chart over here. First we have the water transport at the top. It is divided into two parts, that is inland and ocean. Then after, if you see inland is divided into three parts, that is rivers, lakes and canals. And ocean, you can see divided into two parts, that is coastal shipping and overseas shipping. Okay, then rivers and canals, and lakes, they use boats and steamers, right? And overseas and coastal shippings, they are for passengers and cargo, and overseas shippings they use liners, trams, tankers, cargo and passengers. So this is a small flow chart which you can see, right? Then water transport consists of inland water transport, which consists of transport by river, canals and lakes. And the second one is your ocean transport with the help of ocean and sea. Okay, so that was all about the water transport. Now you can see in the picture, you can see carefully, basically three types of water transport: river and canals. Then they have coastal shipping. Then at the end they have the ocean transport from one country to different countries. Right? So that was all about your waterways. Now quickly we will study about the airways. So you can see in the map first, they have shown such a busy routes. So many routes are there in our country. We have like a web. You can see the air network in India. Different flights, different routes from one city to different cities, from one country to different countries. Right? So that is all about airways. So airways is the fastest and the most expensive means of transport. Right? Like the cheapest we have waterways, but expensive is the airways. मतलब सबसे महंगा. Major cities of India are connected by air. Aeroplanes and helicopters are the means of air transport. Airplanes transport people and goods, especially perishable goods, such as flowers, fruits and vegetables, to far off places. Okay, what are perishable goods? Perishable goods are those goods which get expired very fast, right? So they have to be sent on the distance place on time. so that it should not get spoiled. So those are called perishable goods. Okay, so that can be only done with the help of aeroplane or helicopters. They also carry mails also. Helicopter is very useful air transport. Why? Because during the famines or droughts or epidemics, earthquakes, floods and wars, they are used to drop foods, medicine, etc. to people in different affected areas. Okay, so they say that helicopter is very useful air transport. Why? Because whenever there is any natural calamity where the airplane also cannot go, where ship also cannot go, right? So there only helicopters are the only means which can go to the affected areas to help the people. Okay, now they have different type of airlines also, international airlines and domestic airlines. The international airlines which carry people from one country, people and goods from one country to the another, and domestic, with a word we can understand, the people, they carry people and goods from one city to different city within a country. Okay, within a country. And we have our biggest international airports in India, in Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, Chennai, Bangalore, and Air India is the official airline of our country. It is the official airline of our country. So you can see in the picture also. Okay, so you can see Air India first. It is the official airline of our country. It is a passenger plane. Then you can see the fighter plane, and then the last you can see the cargo plane to carry goods, from one place to another in a minimum time. Right? So that is why it is one of the expensive mode of transport, and the cheapest is waterways, as we have discussed before in the chapter. So these are the few examples I have mentioned in the video. So I'd like to thank you all, my students, for taking out time for watching my video. And before concluding, I would like to say again, all these videos are meant for your knowledge, but the basic education, basic things are mentioned in your book. You have to go according to your book. In the book also, everything is also given the same, right? But in a different way. But you have to follow your book. I'll be giving you one more video in which we will discuss question answers and other exercises of this chapter, right? So if you have any problem, you can text me, you can call me. And I hope you all are keeping up well, staying at home. Please stay at home and stay safe. And after a few time, I'll be providing you with the video second, in which we will do all the exercises of chapter number 3. Till then, you take care of yourself. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.